Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Becca. Today's 15-minute-ish class will be a shoulder opener. So we'll get nice and loose in the shoulders and then we'll have a 5-minute meditation. For this class, you will need either a strap or you can use a scarf or a belt, but that will definitely be helpful. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, we're going to begin in hero's pose and we're going to just be doing some shoulder stuff. So if this isn't comfortable, you can sit up on a block as well. You can also do this cross-legged. I find that this is a little easier because we haven't done any hip opening stuff, but just find a comfortable seat for you so that we can focus on the shoulders. So let's first just get the fluids moving in there. So let's bring our hands to heart center and then inhale, the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, pull them back in. Let's do that 2 more times. Again, just beginning to move the shoulders. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we pull it in. And then let's inhale the arms wide for eagle arms. So bring your right elbow over your left elbow, and then we're bending the elbows. So if you can link around the palms to palms, feel free. So that'd be a nice opener for the back of the shoulders. You can also just do the back of the hands to each other. So find which bind works for you. Sit up nice and tall. And then keep your upper arms parallel to the mat. So keep lifting and then pulling the hands away from the face as we breathe. Hold for 2 more breaths. And then on your exhale, loosen everything, relax, open up wide, and then we're doing the other side. So this time, right arm comes under left. And again, twisting and finding the bind that works for you. Back of the hands together is cool, palms together is cool. And then inhale, lift, feel that expansion in the back. So as you pull the elbows forward and the hands lift, feel that stretch, not just through the shoulders, but through the entire upper back. 2 more breaths. And then on an exhale, release everything, arms come wide. Release it down. Okay, time to grab your strap or your belt or your scarf for cow face arms. So we are going to have one hand palm facing up and then we're dropping it behind us. The other one is palm facing down, coming up behind us, right? So the idea is, if you have open shoulders, mine are not so open, that you can touch. So I'm touching, but as I'm not able to bind, I'm going to grab my strap in my right hand and just drop it down the back. And again, this can be your scarf or a belt. And then just crawl the hands towards one another and then open the chest up. I'll turn back to the side. So we've still got a tall spine. We want everything open. And then hold here 3 breaths. And then release everything. I find that one to be a little bit intense, but if it's intense, that means I need it and it feels good, huh? Okay, so now bring your strap or your scarf or your belt to the left hand, and we're gonna drop the left hand down. Grab the strap or scarf. And then also, I find that this side is a lot tighter for me. So just be curious about that and just kind of notice how your shoulders are feeling today, but also overall. Hold here for 3 breaths. Again, crawling the hands towards each other. With each inhale, we still expand and sit up nice and tall. One more breath in through the nose and exhale. And then go ahead and release everything. Set your strap to the side, shake it out, and then drop your hands to your lap and just pause here for a moment. Next, let's link the fingers behind us. So link the fingers together. Your palms can touch or not. It just depends again on how open your shoulders are feeling today. And then we're going to lift the hands, puff the chest, and then fold over. The idea is our forehead's coming to the mat. The booty will lift a bit, that's okay. And then really focus this on the shoulders. Now, if you want, you can lift the hips and the forehead will come a little further to the top of your mat. And again, be careful here with your neck, right? If this doesn't feel good, come back here supported. But here, see how far you go. I have seen people bring their arms all the way to the ground. I am not quite so flexible. Hold here for 3 breaths. And then come back down, releasing the arms by your side. Knees are in, so for a very tucked child's pose, just to relax the shoulders. And then become curious about any sensations that you're feeling. Notice if the shoulders are starting to feel awakened and loose. Maybe it's very intense, but just be curious. Now let's come into a wider leg child's pose. So the hands come out in front of you, knees come wide, toes are touching, and then forehead comes down to the mat. And then for this child's pose, because there's a lot of ways to do it, really bring your attention to the shoulders and think of expanding in the front of the shoulders. So maybe even try crawling your hands closer to the top of your mat. Really feeling that stretch as the hips still sink back towards the heels. Lots of length, lots of space. Continue to breathe. And then we're going to shift forward into puppy pose. So this is also a really nice heart opener. But again, if you bring your attention to just the shoulders, we can really feel it more there. So you're starting in kind of a tabletop. And then we're crawling our hands to the corners of our mat. And where you land will look a little different for everyone. We're all differently shaped and sized. And then we're coming down, maybe the chin rests, maybe the forehead, and then the heart sinks down to the mat. Your legs are 90 degrees. Find your breath. And if this is too intense, just crawl the hands in a little bit. Let's hold here for about 5 breaths. And then coming out nice and slow. You may have to inch your hands back. Find your tabletop. And then let's take a rest. Just sit back on the shins again to allow the shoulders to rest for a second and take all of that in. All right, meet me in a tabletop. And then we are working our way into downward facing dog. So just 2 more movements here, coming into our meditation soon. So find your downward facing dog, feet hip width distance. Your knees can be bent. And as we're working on the shoulders, again, focusing specifically on the shoulders here, bringing the chest towards the thighs so that you've got a long, long line from the wrists all the way through the shoulders, all the way to the hips. And now gaze forward. We're shifting forward into a plank, working a little bit into our shoulder strength as well. That's right. Hold. And then shift back into your down dog. Let's do that 2 more times. Shift forward, inhale on the plank. And then exhale on the down dog. Again, paying close attention to how this feels in the shoulders as we shift and as we move. Inhale to the plank. Exhale to the down dog. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, shift forward plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, and let's hold here for one full breath. And then gaze comes forward, walk the feet up and find yourself in a seat. And then sit back, bending the knees, soles of the feet on the mat in front of you. So this, we're going to work into reverse tabletop, but there is a little mini version where you might stay here. Just see how your shoulders are feeling, yeah? So fingers are pointing towards your toes, palms face down. And then here, inhale, puff up the chest and the head can come back and up. So feel that on the front of your shoulders. Like some of these other postures, this is also a heart opener. This also works the core. Bring your attention to the shoulders though. Bring all your awareness and attention and breath there. Keep breathing into that front of the shoulder area. And then on an exhale, release, just letting the belly and the chest come back down. Now you can do that again, or you can come into reverse tabletop. So with reverse tabletop, feet can be hip width distance or toes can touch. And then we're just going to do the same movement, but we're lifting the hips. On 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. So you'll still feel that energy and stretch through the front of the shoulders, but now we're also engaging the core, squeezing the thighs together. A lot goes on here. Let's hold. 2 more breaths. Full inhale. Full exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale, and at the end of your exhale, drop everything back down. Let the hands come up, give the wrists a break, shake it out if you need to. And then ultimately, find a seat. Awesome job. Let's get ready and set up for our meditation. Okay, for meditation, find any comfortable seat with the hands rested on the lap or the knees, and then energize your spine. And then let's bring our attention to openness. So this was a short practice for shoulder opening, and think about ways that you can be open in other areas in your body and also other areas in your life. So go ahead and let your eyes draw closed. For this meditation, let's focus on openness. So for this practice, we focused on opening the shoulders. Where else can you open? So think about creating space. Think about maybe being more open-minded. So this can be any area in your life, or maybe there's some other areas in your body that you might want to focus on opening and just creating space and energy, okay? So let the eyes close, take a deep breath, settle in for this meditation. And then a mantra that I'm going to use is I am open. I am open. So you can repeat this mantra over and over silently to yourself and see what comes and just go with it. I invite you to trust your intuition. So whatever comes after that phrase, maybe let it. And if nothing does, then we just have a nice meditation focusing on a mantra here in the present moment. And we'll stay here in silence for a couple minutes, and then I'll bring you out when it's time to close the practice. Begin to come out of the meditation, first taking a deep breath in through the nose, opening the mouth and letting it sigh out. Blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a fantastic day. See you next time. Namaste. Hi, Becca again. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. And if there are any other classes that I can create for you or any questions you have or anything you'd like to see, I'd love to hear it. So please leave me a comment. You can also hit me up, my website, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And I hope to see you again here soon. Okay, have a good day. Bye.